Hello, and welcome to another episode of Delightfully Chaotic. I'm Tamara. Hello. Hi, it's been about 2 weeks. I didn't really have anything to talk about these past couple of weeks, but I do have a few things to rant about today. So, Sunday night, I have my window up and it's a little breezy and kind of rainy. So, you might hear that. It's just a vibe in here. Got my candles going on my altar, got my incense. Yeah, so I'm just vibing out. Tomorrow I am really getting serious about my fitness and everything. I have been consistently strength training consistently every week. However, my diet has not. It's either one or the other. I'm either working out really good and my diet is shit, or I'm eating well and not working out like I should. I can't get to where I'm doing both at the same time, but I'm trying to get there. And the first step for that is to do an actual detox. I've done a detox before, like a parasitic detox, but I didn't do it for as long as I wanted and not long enough to actually like see or feel any kind of results. So I'm starting another parasitic detox tomorrow. I have the herbs steeping in my mason jars. I have 32-ounce mason jars that I filled with distilled water, and I just added the different herbs to it to get rid of the parasites. And I'm going to be going on a really strict no sugar diet, eating really clean. Now, I did just have 2 Krispy Kreme donuts. I did, because today is not the day I'm going on the detox. I just said I'm going on the detox tomorrow. So I went to Olive Garden to get some soup and salad to go, and I said Krispy Kreme is right across the street. I don't go to Krispy Kreme like that. Like, it's usually like, ugh, gross. But like, I just had this sweet tooth, so I said, how much is one glazed donut? And they were like $1.99. I said, let me get 2, and I ate them back to back. But that's it. Starting tomorrow, no sugar. No sugar. Like with a candida cleanse, parasitic cleanse, you has to be a really strict, like, clean diet. No, like, certain fruits you can't have because it's higher in sugar. It's really annoying. But yeah, you can eat lean meats and things like that. No white rice. It's gonna be really boring, but I'm gonna do it for about 12 days because that's the amount of tea that I have left. I just want to like get the tea, get it out the way, and just do the damn detox. I'm hoping that I can just stick with it. I really, getting back to why I'm doing it, because I really want to clear my mind and my gut and just like heal my body. I really feel like the stress eating gets the best of me, and I get to the point where I don't care what I'm eating, and it really is making me sick. Like those donuts I scarfed down, there was a really weird aftertaste after I got done with them. And I know what that is. It's chemicals, it's preservatives, it's whatever the fuck they put in those donuts. It's probably some bioengineered ingredient somewhere in there. And it's just like, girl, you can't keep on doing this. So yes, detox tomorrow. Ooh, I said all of that to say that one thing. My past 2 weeks were kind of like boring. Not okay, not really boring. There was a dramatic turn of events. I'm try not to give out too much of my business, but the week of my birthday, I heard from an old friend who pops in and out. The last time I talked to them, I told them not to reach out to me, and here we are 2 years later. I was intrigued, and I actually miss this friend, so I responded, gave them my new number, and it's been a interesting 2 weeks. I'll say that. I've known this person for 18 years, and I really care about this person a lot. But I really do want to get to the part where I don't feel the need to respond, or to, like, if I tell you to not reach out to me anymore and you do, I want to get to that part where I just read the message and move on. And I am not there yet. I'm really trying, because he's a decent person, but he's just going through a lot and he really needs therapy. As I do. I still have my appointment. I actually had to change my appointment since 29th today. But he's really going through some shit, and I am really trying to cultivate like a peaceful, like my apartment is just peaceful and it's vibey and it's whatever. I'm trying to heal myself and I'm not completely healed. So we're like the kind of people where we're cool one minute and the next minute we're like arguing. But we have love for each other and he is a good friend. It's just, I don't know, I might have to leave him behind when it's all said and done because I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know. It's just some weird shit happening the past 2 weeks. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Let's get into this buzz. So Ayesha Curry, and I might be a little late because I didn't record last week, but Ayesha Curry was getting dragged on the internet from her Call Her Daddy interview that happened about a month ago. She was basically responding or answering the questions that she was being asked. I don't know the exact question. I don't feel like, oh, I think I know what the question was. I don't remember it verbatim because I remember the host actually mispronounced or a word or it was something grammatically incorrect with how she said the question. It was probably just a slip of the tongue, but I forgot what she said. Basically Aisha was saying that when she first, met him and even before she met him, she was like a young actress and she was always in and out of LA. And then they knew each other from church and he was there and they just started hanging out in LA. And she wasn't even thinking about getting married or having kids. She wanted to pursue an acting career. And so she was basically saying, long story short, when I first started my career and all this, I wasn't thinking about having any kids. Like I wasn't even thinking that this would be my life. I didn't get that she was complaining about her life. I didn't get that at all. That's just common sense. A lot of people have dreams and aspirations and goals for themselves before they even get in a relationship with someone. She actually ended up marrying a bigger than life, star athlete who all of these beta males are just like hanging on the balls of apparently in all these comments, these red pill niggas. But it's just like she married this huge in to her, she knew him from a kid from them being kids. So to the world, she married this huge star, this guy who turned out to be this huge star, larger than life. She should be appreciative. She should be like, I'm married to this huge basketball player and I don't really have to do shit. I don't really have to work. I just do this stupid ass cooking show and, have these little things to do just to keep myself busy. She should be happy for that. She's still not an actress and she probably will never be because she has her own brand now, Ayesha Curry. She has her different ventures and things like that. They have 3 kids now, I think, maybe 4, I don't know. I think their oldest is like 13 or something. But she was basically saying like my life didn't really pan out the way I had thought, but it was kind of like along the lines of I'm more than happy and blessed for where I am, but this is not what I thought where I thought I would be at whatever age. And that's just everybody's life. That's everybody's story. Like, shut up. But people are mad, honey. And these men have been mad at her for a while. I don't know. Oh, when she said years ago about how she doesn't really get any attention and her husband gets attention or some shit like that. And the men in the comments are like, why do you need attention? Why do you need attention? You're married. Why do you need attention? Like, they treat her like they treat Jada. They treat her like they treat Jada. It's so insane. People are purposefully misunderstanding her. Okay, somebody said in the comments on Shade Room, all I got from that interview was that she didn't imagine her life as a mother and wife until she met her man. Basically, is what she's saying. And these men, they're intentionally not getting it. It's like they're not getting it on purpose. She ain't said nothing wrong. Y'all want her husband to leave her so bad, right? She also said something about how he doesn't really understand her and she complains about certain things like people like talking about her and stuff. And he was like, why does it matter? Which I don't know. That would kind of annoy me if somebody pretty much dismissed how I feel like that. But she said something about he doesn't understand. But I think she was talking more about when she said he doesn't understand. I think she was talking more about how she feels about, her life turning out the way it did when she was expecting something else. I don't know. Shit. Basically, they were just flaming her ass. But a lot of the women in the comments are on her side. They're like, yeah, girl, these niggas are crazy. You didn't say nothing wrong. What people want out of life changes all the time. That's normal. Look at y'all exes. At one point, that's what you wanted. See how that works? Exactly. So shut up. Leave that girl alone. She can't win for losing. J-Lo is still singing. She's still singing the things. In a video that was shared by Steve Mackey, the celebrity vocal coach, she is, in the caption reads, singing big musical theater numbers isn't easy. These songs are filled with intricate melodies, complicated chords, insane modulations, and very long notes. So proud of you at JLo for putting 110% of the effort it takes to become a superstar you are. Your brilliance shines on and off screen. Kiss of the Spider Woman, out today in theaters. Let's check it out. Let's play it, shall we? Okay, girl. Okay, I don't know what it is about JLo. She has been annoying the shit out of me lately, and I don't think I'm the only one. I smell something burning in my apartment. God, I don't feel like getting up. It's not my incense. JLo's annoying. Okay, full stop. Um, okay, so she's in this Broadway play. I think it's Broadway called Kiss of the Spider Woman. Or no, 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 it's a movie. I literally just said today and out today in theaters. It's a movie, whatever. But it's like a Broadway movie. I don't know, a music. It's a musical. Kiss of the Spider Woman. Let's see if it comes up. Kiss of the Spider Woman, musical by Terrence McNally, came out this year. So she's the main star of it. She she sounds better than I would. I wouldn't be able to hold that note. Um, but she's not singing. I'm sorry, she cannot sing. And Steve Mackey's just looking in the camera like, yes, girl. Then she turns around and kind of like the way she flips around, turns around like, yeah, I crushed it. She sounds awful. Somebody put a gif of Mariah Carey in the comment. It's looking for the side eye. Her walking off from the mic like she really did something is taking me out. Somebody wrote that in the comments. I don't know. Steve Mackey was in the comments on his page of the people critiquing her, pretty much like wagging his finger, like, you know, defending her fully because she's paying him that money. He's getting paid. He's taking that lady money. Okay? He's taking her pesos. And just boosting her head up. Taking this lady fucking money. Shut up. He know that lady can't freaking sing. Let me go to his page because he was like, really, you guys are being mean, like doing all of that. Like, shut the hell up. Taking that lady money. What's this nigga name? Stevie Mackey. Like you've worked with Beyonce. I'm sure you've worked with Mariah. Like you're a celebrity vocal coach. Where's this shit at? She really thought she did some. So that's the first comment on his page. Oh god. She's literally screaming, but I love it. I can't see his reactions anymore because he was so like he responded to like two or three people, defending her. Like, shut up. You're taking that lady money. You taking her money. And that's fine. You ain't gotta say nothing at all. You can just let them roast her on your car or limit your comments. Stevie. Stevie, limit your comments. Cause she sounded hot fast. She's still doing the things. She was on an interview with Howard Stern, I think, and she was talking about her past loves and things like that. I wasn't going to talk about this, but since we're on her, I guess she was saying that the men that she was with before, they just weren't up to par, I guess, or she never felt loved or something like that. I don't feel like going through all that shit, but people were roasting her for that too. She's just been getting like, she's just, and her her confidence, it's like delusional at this point. J-Lo used to be that girl. I don't think anybody ever really thought that she was a singer. She had bops because she had a good team and good writers and good people who actually sung the songs. But like, she was that girl. She was the it girl for a long time. And lately it's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's the rumors of her being insufferable to people. Maybe that's it. It's like her star is fading and we're watching it in real time. So Howard Stern asked her, "Do you think you've truly been loved?" And she said no. There's no transcript on here. I don't know her exact quote, but she was basically acting like the niggas that she was with before weren't shit. And, don't we all do that? But her ex that she was married to, baby, I said her ex that she was married to, bitch. Let me go ahead and I said the ex that she was married to. This bitch been married like 6 times. The first nigga that she was married to. Oh, honey, something. Cause what was the fucking quote? Cause there's no point in me continuing this if I don't have the quote. This dizzy lady said, quote, J-Lo inter Howard. Okay, this is per eonline.com, e-news. J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez is ready to leave Jaws on the floor with this romance confession. Months after she and ex-husband Ben Affleck settled their divorce, come on, pop up, I can't read this shit. Divorce, the Kiss of the Spider Woman star got candid about her high-profile dating history, which includes a marriage to Mark Anthony and engagement to Alex Rodriguez. And she admitted the common thread that links her exes. Indeed, Howard Stern pointedly inquired to Jennifer on the 15th of October episode of his eponymous, Sirius XM show whether she thinks she has, quote, truly been loved, prompting her to admit with a sigh, no. While reflecting on her experience being in love, the 56-year-old mom to 17-year-old twins, Max and Emmy, with Mark, didn't hesitate to share her theory on her failed romances and why they had more to do with her ex's hang-ups. Ooh, she is a mess, child. Quote, what I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable, Jennifer noted. It's that they're not capable. They don't have it in them. They need to appreciate the little person inside of them. They need to love them. But that's not to say they didn't necessarily try, as she emphasized. Her former partners gave me what they had, quote unquote. They gave me all of it every time, all the rings, all the things I could ever want, explained Jennifer, who had most recently rekindled her romance with Ben in 2021 after calling off their first engagement two decades prior. Tried to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it. Still, it wasn't enough, as Howard pointed out. Quote, but they didn't love you. To which the Hustler star replied, they didn't, adding, and I didn't love myself. Okay. Quote, but the truth is, when you're in this type of career and you have that type of level of fame that we're talking about, there is a compromise, she continued. There are adjustments that you do need to make because it is a very blessed life. Child, she is a mess. Okay, girl. I heard that she's really a bitch, and I believe it. I believe it. And child, her ex, the first nigga that she married, like I said, Oh, the first nigga that she married was like, not too much on me, bitch, because you cheated on me, bitch. This is per the nypost.com. Jennifer Lopez's first husband, Ohani Noah, accuses her of cheating in scathing rant. Quote, "You are the problem, baby." Go ahead and write that book, Ohani. Go ahead and write that book. She probably had him sign some shit because he would have been wrote that shit. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez's past has come back to haunt her. Lopez's ex-husband, Ohani Noah, went on a furious Instagram rant against the singer 56 on Saturday, accusing Lopez of cheating on him like it just happened. Nigga, are you not over it? Noah, who was married to Lopez for less than a year in the 90s, attacked her in response to her recently saying on the Howard Stern show that she's never been loved because her exes were not capable. Wow. Wow. Okay, what is he saying? This is him quote, "Stop putting us down. Stop putting me down with your victim card," Noah 51 began his message. "The problem is not us, not me. The problem is you. You are the one who couldn't keep it in your pants. Ooh, you have been loved, quote unquote, a few times," he continued. "You have been married 4 times and have had countless relationships in between. You've had good relationships. Me, for example, baby." Noah, a former waiter, insisted he was in love with the Kiss of the Spider Woman actress and claimed he moved out of state to support, protect, and care for her. "I'm an amazing, loving person, great human being, honest, faithful to you, never lied, never misbehaved, never cheated on you," Noah said. "I was good to you. I'm too good of a man for you. I believe every fucking word, Ohani. I believe every word." I remember when she was with this guy. I was really young, but I think I remember. Or maybe I don't know. Oh, he continues. "But you chose fame and fortune, moving a part of our relationship," he wrote about Lopez. "You decided to lie, to cheat on me, and even though I stayed, I even tried to keep the marriage going and alive. You begged me to keep the marriage intact to avoid bad press, caring more about you." Ooh, I believe every single word. Noah also accused the Let's Get Loud singer of choosing the fast lane for her career and fame instead of caring about him. I wonder what that means. Those, what does that mean? You wanted, this is, whew. You wanted to continue cheating and lying. You couldn't stay anymore and deal with I couldn't stay anymore and deal with the constant lying, Noah said. "That's why I left you. That's why I divorced you. Tell the truth for once," he added. "Let people know you are the problem. You should be embarrassed, ashamed of yourself." Ooh, the Post has reached out to Lopez for a comment. Of course, she's not going to comment. She was with him, it says less than a year, but oh, that's him now. Oh, okay. Okay, he's nice looking. Yeah, I believe it. She looks like she's a mess. J-Lo, go away, girl. Woo, child. Derek Groves got caught. The nigga that was among plenty. I forgot how many guys it was initially that broke out of a New Orleans or Louisiana jail several months ago. I think it's been 5, 6 months. I'm not sure. But he was caught in Atlanta of all places. Why the hell are you going to Atlanta? That's the most niggerish place in the world. Why are you going to Atlanta? This whole time I'm rooting for him. I don't know I think he killed 2 people, but I was rooting for him because I thought it was like a vigilante kind of thing. I heard that he had killed some people in relation to messing with his grandma or something like that. I don't know where I got that from, but he was captured. So I was like rooting for him, like, yeah, nigga, like, yeah, you got it. And in my mind, I'm thinking maybe he's out of the country. Maybe he was able to get like a fake passport or disguise himself or whatever. But that nigga was found in Atlanta. Was he in Atlanta the whole time? Probably not. I read one of the comments on this post saying that they heard his girlfriend got mad at him and called. If he was really able to escape prison for that long, why would you be dumb enough to get into a relationship with anybody? You can't trust anybody. Because that would be messed the fuck up if somebody actually did that. Like, yeah, nigga, you want to get flipped? Let me call these people right quick. Tell them where you at. They raided the place. They took video of it. I think he was in some kind of attic or basement or some kind of hole somewhere. But like there was a whole bunch of like bubble tape, bubble gum all over the place in this house. And apparently the person who owned it didn't even fucking know that he was there. He didn't know anybody was there. Weird story. I didn't really go too much into it. It was more like a scrolling and look at it really quick kind of thing. But yeah, people were saying, oh, he look kind of cute. Like, come on, this nigga is literally a criminal. He's definitely not coming seeing the light of day, and they probably really fucked him up behind bars for him, escaping retribution. Not the people who, I guess maybe the inmates too probably fucked him up when he got back. Cause like, nigga, how can you be so dumb to get caught? But I'm talking about the correction officers, the police officers that got him. I can only imagine the nasty, vile things that they were saying to him, or maybe roughing him up. And if he really did kill like innocent people, I guess he deserves it. But I could have sworn that he was avenging his grandma. So, and then somebody said he killed 4 people. Jesus, child. Yeah, so I guess, Lou, to you, why would you be in Atlanta of all freaking places? Like, why? All the other niggas got caught too. He was the very last one. That's why people were betting on that shit and everything. Oh god. Kamala Harris almost cussed somebody out on her book tour. There were some protesters in the audience. Why are y'all protesting this lady? Why y'all protesting her? What can she do? I guess they were talking about like like talking about the war and stuff in Gaza and all that shit in Palestine, and she got up as the person was heckling her. She got up from her seat and she said, "I am not the president." And people were just like roaring, like cheering, like I couldn't hear. You can't make out what else she said, but she was basically like, "I'm not the fucking president. Shut the fuck up." And so the hecklers got, they removed from the venue. But why are y'all bothering this lady? Leave people alone. And it was some black people that was doing it too. Like, what are you doing? So, yeah. I try not to talk about this shit, but it's like you can't fucking avoid it. You just can't. It's annoying. That's that on that. Clarissa Shields. Let's talk about her. She's an interesting one. She's very confident. I wish I had the confidence that she has. Like, I have a regular confidence. Like, I have self-esteem. I do, carry myself. Like, I love myself and all that. She has the kind of confidence that, like, what part of your brain is that? Anyway, child, she's been talking shit lately, well, for a while, about Layla Ali. Basically, this is what boxers do. I think Layla is retired, but this is what boxers do. They bother each other and try to like get each other to fight, and it's a huge thing. And she's probably just doing it because she wants to get paid. You know how much that fight would pay them? It's all, and I think Layla knows that too. This is what boxers do. Her daddy did it, like, you talk shit about each other. Is she retired? Okay, Layla Ali retired from professional boxing in 2007. Damn. With an undefeated record of 24-0. Yes. She has remained out of the ring since. Oh, so she hasn't been. Oh, I would watch that shit. I don't even like boxing. I thought she came back at some point, didn't she? I didn't know she's been retired for that long. Oh, I would love to see that shit. And I think Clarissa isn't even 30. How old is Layla? Layla's 47. Clarissa is 30. She's 30. She seems like a wholesome, a genuine person, this Clarissa girl. She does need a stylist, and I'm not even a fashion girly, but she does need a stylist, you know, and she seems like genuine. She doesn't, other than talking about Layla, which again, I think it's purely for spectacle and, you know, people want to, I would love to see it. Other than that, I don't really see her in no mess. People are, a lot of the women in the comments be roasting her outfits and stuff, but it seems like she's really genuine. It seems like she's really trying. Some people saying she's trying too hard, but it seems like she's really trying to just like make her name, her brand in her industry, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So, per the Shade Room, Layla Ali accuses Clarissa Shields of using her name for attention and clout. That's what I just said, of course, because yeah, it makes her noticeable, but also it pulls people in, and people, why? That's exactly why she's doing it. She wants to fight you. There's something wrong with that. Isn't that what y'all do? Hold on.
But I'm not about to let someone with bad her, and I didn't pass the torch because of my jealousy and envy over her accomplishments in boxing. She says that I disrespected her, and I started talking about knocking her out simply because I was bitter that she's outdone me. I've seen a lot of the comments. Many of you have good discernment and understand what's really going on here, while others have believed her lies over the years or have formed an opinion without having all the facts. Now, originally, I wasn't even going to give this my time or attention because I really don't engage with people who thrive off of negative. There's been a whole lot of talk about the pop ad character continue running freely.
I'm not gonna look at all this shit. It's like 5 or 6 slides, but apparently she has some receipts, bitch. And at the end of the day, they're gonna end up fighting. They're going to end up fighting, and I wouldn't be surprised if both their teams have been talking to each other behind the scenes, and everybody signed that cute little NDA, and they're just like, let's do this media thing. Let's like act like we hate each other, and let's get people going so they can pay all this money to see us fight. Let's get these endorsement deals. Let's do it. Layla's going to come out of retirement. There's like this whole rollout being planned. If I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. They are definitely going to fight by the end of the year. If not the very top of the year, they're definitely going to fight. And why not? Why not Layla get out of retirement and just do like an exposition? Isn't that what they call it? Fight. Who do I think will win? I don't think, again, I don't watch boxing. I don't know anything about that shit. But Layla looks great. I'm pretty sure she still trains just for the sake of muscle memory and like, you know, just staying active. I'm pretty sure she still goes into the boxing gym and trains and stuff. I don't know. Clarissa is younger. I would love to see it. I would pay to see that. I think they should do it. So basically in this post, as Layla Ali continues to tease about whether she'll be making a return to boxing, she's definitely doing it. She took the time to call out Clarissa Shields and accused her of using her name for attention. Wow. Layla did a breakdown of their history and shared evidence of her supporting Clarissa over the years up until where they stand today. This is all an act. I kid you not. They're going to fight by the end of the year, maybe like a Christmas event or something. Mark my word. And I think that's cool. Like, we need something to kind of like get our minds off of the bullshit. I think that would be an interesting, because I mean the men do it, so I think that would be dope if they fought. I would definitely pay to see that. Stephen A. Smith is being a dickhead again. Why is he a thing? And I thought that this nigga was like an basketball player or something. This nigga has never played a sport in his life. And he started out as a sports analyst. Am I wrong? Am I mistaken? Child, he had a lot to say about Jasmine Crockett and how she should just play nice and play the role to keep Massa happy, Massa being Trump. You can't write this shit. Like, you really can't. I'm trying to find it. I really don't even want to play it. He was basically like, long story short, he was saying that Jasmine should just play her role and not be so whatever it is, so sassy or whatever it is that she is. Basically, she should just be quiet and tap dance like he does. Yeah, let me play what Plies has. Plies has some shit to say. So let me see if I can find. I'm not playing that Stephen A. Smith shit. I don't want to hear him talk. I hate his voice. Basically, he said what the fuck I said. He was talking shit about Jasmine Crockett. Let's see what Plies has to say about this.
Motherfucking house nigga. Yeah, motherfucking house nigga. Stop getting motherfucking mad at everybody else, because everybody else don't want to be a motherfucking house nigga like you. Fuck nigga, be you a house nigga. It worked out for you and your family. Pussy ass nigga. But everybody don't want to be no motherfucking house nigga. Oh, you ought to be nice to master. You ought to get along with master to get. Everybody don't want to get along with master. Some motherfucking people still got motherfucking principles out here, nigga.
Yeah, there's more. Plies was mad. Like, he was sincerely upset. Now, people are saying, who was he talking about in the comments? And they're speculating Snoop Dogg and all that. I remember hearing another snippet where he actually said Stephen A. Smith's name, I think. So, and that nigga's initials is Sass. Stephen A. Smith Sass. You can't pick this shit up. Yeah, Plies had some words. And it's like, I think Demetria on Ratchet and Respectable said something to the effect of, he does this for ratings. He does this, or it could have been Rachel from Higher Learning. I don't remember. But he does this for ratings. He does this for clicks. He does this for his audience. And he can't possibly believe what he's saying. He knows that this woman is doing the work. She's doing what you should be doing. His platform is, I'm sure, bigger than hers. Sad, but probably true. He should be doing what she's doing. He should be doing what she's doing. This man is filthy rich. Why? I don't fucking know. Actually, I do know, because exactly what we're talking about. He is controversial. He is a coon nigga, just like Ply said. He a house nigga that plays by the rules, and he knows what to do and what to say to stay in his lane and stay in his comfy little bubble. He needs to be deplatformed. He needs to have this platform taken away from him. But the white people who give him these bonuses and these promotions and these new opportunities, they know that it's pushing their agenda. Okay. So they're never going to get rid of him. He's never going to be silenced in the media, because these white people who think the same way that he thinks, or who are racist as hell, are going to be like, yeah, let's keep this nigga on TV. Yeah, he dumb as fuck, but let's keep him on TV and get people going. Fuck you, Stephen A. Smith. Just fuck you. Like, I really hate this. I know hate is a strong word, and I'm a full-blown adult. I shouldn't be using those kind of words, but I hate him. I hate him. And yeah, fuck you. He was on the Pivot podcast. I'm not playing anything that he said, but he was on the Pivot podcast after he got told off, basically, by Alexis Ohanian, which is Serena's husband. He was on a show, and Alexis Ohanian apparently called the owner of the show to be on the show with Stephen A. Smith, because he thought that Stephen A. Smith was going to be in the studio, and he wasn't. So he was like, oh, because Stephen A. Smith was also talking shit about Serena, saying if that was my wife, she wouldn't be up there dancing at the Super Bowl, trying to troll her ex. You shouldn't even be worried about your ex if I'm your husband. This is what Alexis Ohanian had to say.
No issue whatsoever. Because you hadn't been married before, right?
I am married.
No, see. He hasn't. Okay. Yeah, because I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies. And the reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies. Yeah. So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice.
Then we'll talk marriage advice later. I'm going 13 years strong. We got you. Alexis, thank you so much. Atlas NYC, 2 nights.
Yeah, he was basically saying, so you're not married, Stephen A. Smith, right? And he was like, no. He was on the screen. And the other girl, ain't nobody talking to you. Hush. So the girl said, oh, I'm married. He was like, oh, I'm talking to Steven. Yeah. And Steven was like, no, I'm not married. He was like, okay, so I'm a CEO of a $1 billion company or whatever, and I consult other CEOs so they can build their companies to be $1 billion companies. I consult other CEOs. You see, basically, you see where I'm trying to go. You're not married. Don't tell me what the fuck to do with my wife. He be having his dick on the table about Serena. Let me tell you, that white man love Serena down. And that's that big dick energy. It's funny that your black ass had to be talked to like that from a white man. A white man that's married to a black woman, married a $1 billion CEO. I think he said $1 billion CEO married to a black woman, and you steady talking shit. And he was mumbling, fumbling. He barely even really said anything. And people were like, "Oh, you wouldn't have had that same energy with a black person, or you wouldn't have had that same energy with LeBron, or something like that. You wouldn't have had that same energy with you didn't do that with LeBron, or some shit like that. Like, nigga, like, he really just needs to be deplatformed. That's where I stand on it. He's disgusting. He should not have the platform that he has. And like I said, the only reason he's probably still doing this shit is because these white people see that it's dividing our community. And that's what they want. And they're going to keep him on these, they're going to keep him up on these stupid platforms to continue to wreak havoc and spew his stupid political. Like, you're not a political person. Why are you talking about politics? You, first of all, didn't play any sports. You're talking about sports. You're also not a politician, and you're talking about politics. Shut the fuck up. We all know who you voted for at this point. Just shut up. I hate him. Again, I know hate is a strong word, but I really do. What kind of let's see what else I got at this best. It's a lot of best. Whew. Tammy Roman is, I like Tammy. I remember her from The Real World. I think it was California or something like that. I really did. I like Tammy, but I really, I don't understand why people have to be so stupid and be like these public figures and just be so stupid. So basically, I think she has two daughters, and one of them is, I think she's gay, or she has a girlfriend. Both of her daughters graduated, I believe, college, and one of her daughters, Jazz Anderson, Tammy told her that her girlfriend can't attend her grad. You're telling me, as my mother, that my girlfriend, not a girl that's a friend, but my girlfriend that I'm in a relationship with, cannot come to my graduation to see me graduate because you wouldn't feel comfortable with that. That is peak toxicity. That is insane. And I guess the daughter kind of like went along with it. She's on this podcast. They're both on a podcast together. And I guess it's on Candy's podcast. What podcast is it? Yeah, it's on Candy's, the Burris Banter. That's Candy's podcast. So the daughter is talking about it, and Tammy's just sitting there smiling like, I did that. And Candy and the other hosts are looking confused because what? Somebody, I don't know who this is on Twitter. Stephen Dwayne. Tammy Roman is an example of why people subscribe to the idea of having gay family, quote unquote. Why so many of us are bar and club centered. We go where we feel not only loved but understood. Praying for her daughter. Yes. Somebody says Tammy has the right as a parent to feel that way. However, her daughter has the right to not give a fuck. Exactly. There's no way I'm 30 allowing my mom to determine who's beside me during my accomplishments. Get it with it or miss out. So I guess she's 30 and maybe she went to school later in life. Because I was like, I didn't know her kids were like college age, like regular college age, like 20. I thought they were older than that, but I guess she is. Yeah, that's sad. And I'm not looking at this interview, but people in the comments were like, because apparently Candy said to Tammy, okay, but you not graduating, she is. And I don't even want to see what her response was to that, because both Candy and this other girl are looking so confused. Why would I think if the daughter brought that up unprovoked or on her own, she absolutely did it on purpose to make Tammy look bad. And I applaud her for that. And I guarantee that's what happened. I'm not watching this shit. But if the daughter brought it up, if I were to go back and watch it straight through, and the daughter was like, "Oh, one time, my mom, recently I graduated, and my mama said she did it on purpose to embarrass Tammy, and good for her, because girl, fuck you too." Somebody said, "I'm confused. Is the graduation at Tammy's house? Because how's she gonna stop her from going?" Exactly. That's insane. People are praising how Candy handled the interview. Now I gotta watch this shit. Hold on.
About okay, about boyfriends in the past. She's never been allowed to bring her boyfriends around.
She would be.
She would be. And why is what's the difference?
Because
thank you. I love it. Now we talking. What you did, you leaned in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I'm leaning in.
Because there's something called confirmation bias. And when people think like you think or appear to be how you are, you're more drawn to those type of people. So my daughter is a heterosexual female.
Let me say this. I'm graduate.
So to make sure that you feel the relationship is going to be lasting before you introduce them to me. I can tell because I've been around a long time. Send me a picture and I'll tell you, get rid of that one. I know instantly. It's called wisdom. It's called they right. I don't want a discernment.
I don't know. I don't want to listen to all this shit. Somebody said on Twitter, "Did y'all watch the whole interview? Because she's very supportive of her daughter, but she was honest that it took her time to get to that place due to her background and also the way she found out about her daughter." Someone else said, "This is a fool. Just like Candy said, this is your daughter's life. Figure out your own mental stability on your own time." Yeah. Because honestly, even if you do support your daughter and shit, let's just say that you're not homophobic, you still shouldn't have a say in what the fuck she does. I don't care if she's graduating at 21 or 30. You don't have a say in who comes to her fucking graduation. Like, yeah. And it's more than that, because her daughter was very much like, "Okay, yeah, let's talk." Y'all are a mess. That's why it's called the best. Because y'all are best. Child, do better, Tammy. Brandy and Monica started their tour. I think it just started this weekend, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. Brandy and Monica tour. When did it start? It doesn't even matter. Okay. Whatever. I think it started recently. Kelly Rowland is opening and she looks good. Go to her Instagram. She looks good, honey. Yes, I love her. She's singing a lot of like Destiny's Child songs, which I'm sure of course she has the rights to sing and stuff because it was her group and whatever. But like, I don't know why she has a lot of her own songs, but she looks great. She has this black situation going on. I don't know if she had any wardrobe changes. She was just the opening act. I think she's really big over in like Asia or like Japan or something. She's big here too, but like I heard she's like Beyonce big over there. Yeah, she has this black thing. Oh, the boots. Oh, she looks so good. The body is bodying. Oh, she does that same thing. And like her visuals on her Instagram, you can tell she uses the same people as Beyonce, obviously, because she's doing like she has the actual video of her singing. Beyonce usually just does like the video stills and the with the completely mute, like no music. She has a few of those too. Like, you know what I'm talking about. The photographer, like whoever is capturing her show is with Beyonce's camp, because the editing, the everything is just like Beyonce's shit. Everything. Whoever does Beyonce's social media is doing hers too. And she looks great. Yeah, I think she just had that one outfit. Oh, she looks great. I'm surprised nobody else is saying that or picking that up. If you go to her Instagram, she has like three slides, and like, you know how Beyonce does when it started out with the Renaissance and then Cowboy Carter, where they're showing parts of the show and it's like slow motion, and then like you press the volume but there's no volume. It's a lot of that. She ate down. What the fuck was I talking about, baby? Okay, Brandy and Monica. Yeah, so there were a few videos of them singing, and they sound pretty good. Brandy sounds so good. It was kind of hard to hear, but like, oh, she sounds so good. Monica sounded better than, I guess, a while ago. Now, I thought this tour just started, but I guess not. I don't know, because they were talking about how she was singing a couple weeks ago, because I remember talking about it on the podcast. When did it start? Let me see. When was the first show? Why is it so hard to get this information? Because I thought that they had been started, but now I feel like I've been seeing first show on the internet. When did the Tour Is Mine start? They should have called it. And you know what? That's what I wanted to be called. That's why I put that in Google. When did the Tour Is Mine start? It is the boy. The boy is mine. The boy is mine tour start. Why did they name that shit that? It was right there in front of you. The tour is mine. The tour is mine. We all know that you have a song called The Boy Is Mine. Duh. A play on the words. The tour is mine. I literally typed that in Google thinking that I was going to get some actual results. When did The Boy Is Mine tour start, damn it? It's not saying. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Anyway, basically there was a show last night or the night before, and Brandy was singing. She was singing and doing the things, and she walked off the damn stage. And like the show had to end, I guess. Child, honey. Per thegrio.com, Brandy shares medical scare after tour stop in Chicago with Monica abruptly ends. Quote, I look forward to returning to the stage, stronger and more grateful than ever, alongside my girl, Monica, Brandy shared in a public statement. I think it's great that they're friends now. I don't know if they're really friends or if they was like, let's get this buddy. Sometimes it kind of looks a little forced, but it could very well, they've known each other for a long time. There are generations, Aretha and Patty or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, they're divas, you know, they are our generation's divas. Like, they're gonna have the little catty fights and stuff, and I think they're gonna end up growing old together and being like super best friends. But right now it just kind of feels a little like contrived. Is that the right word, or just forced? I don't know. But she said, I don't feel good. Bye. Ciao. This was, I think, last night. Per the Griot, Brandy broke her silence after fans in Chicago were left confused and worried when she unexpectedly walked off stage, eventually leading to the Saturday night show ending earlier than expected. I would have been pissed. In a public statement on Sunday, the Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter shared that she had experienced dehydration and feared she would faint on stage. So just drink some damn water and play some music from the DJ and come back out. Beyonce would have never did that. Quote, thank you all for your overwhelming love, support, and most importantly, your prayers. I sincerely apologize for the abrupt end to last night's performance in Chicago. After weeks of nonstop rehearsals, last night I experienced dehydration and feelings of wanting to faint. Everyone involved agreed that prioritizing my well-being was of the utmost importance, Brandy explained to her millions of followers. Why are celebrities always passing out from dehydration? You know who has never passed out from fucking dehydration? Beyonce. Not to my knowledge. So something ain't right. Huh? I feel like I've been to 2 Beyonce concerts. Sad to say. Hopefully I'll be able to go to the next one. The first one was in 2008 when she fell on her face in Orlando. I laughed. I wasn't really as beehive as I am now. And then a renaissance in 2022 or 3 or whatever. I mean, you can't compare her to anyone. I don't think the bitch has ever said, "Oh, I had to quit my tour or quit the show because I'm dehydrated." What? Play some fucking music. Get an IV in. I'm pretty sure you got somebody on standby with those fucking things. That's what celebrities do. Get it going for a little bit. Yeah, like get it to. Why would you stop the whole fucking show? I don't know. Maybe if I'm not a nurse or a doctor, or whatever. I don't know if dehydration is that serious. I always think about nah, y'all lying when I hear somebody say that in like the industry, like, oh, I was dehydrated. No, you just didn't feel like it. You just didn't feel like finishing your set. But no, I really do feel like she did feel bad or whatever. But to cancel the like how long were y'all up there? How long have I been sitting or standing here in this seat before y'all just say, oh, y'all can go home now? Bitch, what? Monica come out and do something else. Somebody come out and do something. The I Want to Be Down songstress, 46, said she attempted to give it my all despite, quote, not feeling okay, but ultimately, quote, with having to make some adjustments in the show being very technical, unfortunately, it was impossible to fully connect with the production. What? I really appreciate everyone's best efforts and the entire crew for their continued care and support. Brandy personally thanked the Boys Mind co-headliner Monica, whom she called her sister, saying she was deeply grateful for her stepping up with grace and professionalism. So maybe Monica did kind of fill in, but why did they have to end it? That's what I'm saying. The R&B star said that after she walked off stage, she left the arena to see a doctor and took proper precautions to help moving forward. Yeah, prayers to Brandy. I hope that she'll be okay. Yeah. But she sounded really good. Before all of this, I saw a few snippets of her. She sung Angel in Disguise. When I tell you I loved that song. I know I said I wouldn't pay to see them, but maybe I would. Like a more intimate. Like, I never connected them and Brandy and Monica either together or separately. I never connected them with concert vibes. It never gave concert. To me, I would want to see them in a more intimate setting. You know, like a cute, like a little House of Blues situation or something, a hard rock or something like that, something more intimate, not a production, because they have more like ballads, you know, like Beyonce has way more like a range of different songs. I think like Beyonce, Brandy and Monica have more like ballady songs. Like that's something that I wouldn't want to hear a whole bunch of music over or whatever, if that makes sense. Anyway, feel better, girl. Ciao. Brian McKnight is still an asshat. On the anniversary of the death of his son, one of the sons that he doesn't claim, he posted a celebration. He's celebrating 8.8 million in damages and punitive damages following a verdict for, I guess he was in court with his ex-wife, the black woman who he had, I think, 2 or 3 kids with, one of which passed away recently. And these are adult children. He is the nastiest nigga ever in the world. How can you be a woman and see a man treat his family, not just his family, his offspring this way, and be like, yep, that's my baby, I'm gonna stick beside him? Apparently people were lying on him and everybody sees the light. Now, who's giving him this $8.8 million? I don't know. Oh, wow. He's an asshole. He's recording himself running and like kicking his feet up like they do in like the movies and shit. Okay, so basically I don't think he's actually getting $8.8 million from his wife. I think what is the fucking lawsuit? And I gotta look this shit up. Brian McKnight lawsuit. I think it had to do with his ex-wife. Okay. This is per TMZ. They're usually accurate. TMZ.com. Brian McKnight celebrates ex-wife not showing up to court. Why she ain't show up? Takes it as a huge win. Wow. Takes it as a huge win. Why she ain't show up, honey? Brian McKnight is already declaring a victory in his defamation case against ex-wife Julie McKnight after she didn't appear in court. Brian filed a motion for default judgment and is waiting for the court to sign off to make his win official. But that technically didn't prevent Brian from celebrating. So you're celebrating before... I have to keep my ear to the ground on this one because I would love to come back and see that the judge actually said, you know what? The case is still the case still stands. Actually, let this bitch wins and you lose, nigga. That would be so fucking funny. That would be hilarious. Actually, you lose, nigga. I saw that little video you put on Instagram. Fuck you. If the judge said that, that would be hilarious. The R&B legend posted a video of himself smoking a cigar saying, quote, "The verdict is in. It isn't." That's what the writer wrote there. It isn't. How would you do that? You're celebrating like it's official. Jesus. According to the courts, quote, he says, quote, "According to the courts, trying to ruin my name and trying to bring harm to my family in a book filled with lies equals 8.8 million. Wow. The suit alleges Julie made false claims about Brian in her book, Mama Bear, Beautifully Blended, basically calling him an abusive husband and neglectful father to their children. Yeah, we believe it. The gleeful video continues with Brian running around and clicking his heels while a voicemail, ostensibly from Julie, plays. So yeah, there's a voicemail in the background, I guess, of his ex-wife yelling at him. And she's saying in the voicemail, do not text Nico again. Do not call Nico again. I think that's the son that passed away. Brian, you know me and you know what I mean, what I'm saying to you. Nico was their son who died from cancer at 32. Again, that message played over Brian literally skipping. Why would he do that? He's evil. So he's playing a voicemail of his ex-wife that he saved, I guess, for this very reason, begging him to not text and call his son who was sick, I guess, at the time. I hope that judge sees this. And for that very fact, I hope that this whole case goes against him. I hope he loses his... Are you fucking kidding me? On October 6th, the parties involved in the case were given 21 days to respond, so stay tuned to see how it turns out. Wow. Wow. And he has no shame. He has no shame. He's going to the pits of hell. And why would he really hates his kids. He's insufferable. I couldn't imagine being married to him. Somebody said he is literally the only celebrity that I blocked on Instagram and he wasn't even following. It's like he takes joy in this family suffering. In his first family, somebody wrote, it's like he takes joy in his first family suffering, and to think I had his music on repeat as a kid. Yeah. Oh my God. That voicemail was a mother protecting her ill son, basically saying, my baby boy already going through enough. Don't either one of you call him with no BS, because Brian, you know, I don't play about mine. That's it. That's all. This ain't if the flex Brian thinks it is. Right. She was like, don't call my son again. He's sick. Like, what are you doing? He was probably harassing his son. He is toxic. Wow. Oh. And he posted this petty ass video on the birthday of Nico, the son who died. So there's people in the comments saying happy heavenly birthday. Are you fucking kidding me? Go to hell. Go to hell. Like, that is insane. Oh, fuck you, Brian McKnight. For real. Oh, Diane Keaton passed away at 79. That was kind of like, oh no. Nostalgia, all the movies, all the things. First Wives Club was my favorite. Loved her style. She did is it androgynous? She did the menswear. Very, very great. Yeah. 79, it's a good life, good long life. The Father of the Bride, I remember that movie too. Yeah, she passed away. Legendary actress Diane Keaton has passed away in California at the age of 79. People has confirmed. A family spokesperson says her loved ones are asking for privacy at this time. Keaton rose to fame in the 1970s with the iconic role in The Godfather. I've never watched The Godfather, like as an adult. I don't think I've watched it like at all. Now I want to watch it. Yeah. Throughout her decades-long career, Keaton became a Hollywood staple, starring in fan-favorite films like The First Wives Club, several Nancy Meyers hits, and the Book Club franchise. And I think she was a true ally. Like, you never heard nothing crazy about her or whatever. So rest in peace to Diane Keaton. Also, D'Angelo passed away at 51. He had pancreatic cancer. So the Saints must know something we don't know. I don't know. Just really sad. And honestly, I liked D'Angelo's music, but I wasn't I wasn't a huge D'Angelo fan. I do remember the How Does It Feel video. I didn't know anything about his album Voodoo. I wasn't like a huge D'Angelo fan, but it's still sad nonetheless. I mean, that's very young. And Angie Stone, as we know, died several months ago. So their son, I think he's in his early 30s maybe. They have together. He's just like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't care like about anything. He was like, I don't even know. He posted something and it's like you could tell he doesn't even know what, because I mean I'm sure he knew that his father was going to pass away soon as well. But like it actually happening, because he was sick, so he knew that it was gonna happen, but just the reality of the fact that both of your parents are gone. And he's so young. He has so much more of his life to live without his parents. That's fucking crazy. D'Angelo also had a daughter that was maybe like a year younger. So he actually, word is that he cheated on Angie and had his daughter, who was a year younger than his son, child. So she posted a really nice post on Instagram. So rest in peace to D'Angelo. I'm going to go and listen to Voodoo. I don't know if that's his first album, but I'm going to go listen to it. I know his songs, of course, like the ones that were like more mainstream. I admit though I was never really a huge fan, but let's see, at my big age I might find his music more appealing. So yeah, that's it. I wanted to talk about Reasonable Doubt. I had some spoilers I wanted to talk about, but I'm tired of talking. So I'll probably do that next week. I think I said that the last time, but it's good, honey. It's a good ass show, and the soundtrack and just it's a good ass show. Reasonable Doubt. I don't really like Bob or Bill, whatever his name is, Tommy Egan. That's his name. His name is Tommy. I don't like his character, mainly because I just keep on seeing Tommy. Like his face is just like, it looks like a whole other character that he played. Like this man, what is his real name? He's a good actor. He's been in a lot of other things that you wouldn't even imagine just based off of his character from Power or Force. He's a really good actor. What is his name? Joseph Sikora. I think he was in like a Law and Order episode where he was like a hermaphrodite or something. He's a really good actor. But all I see is Tommy. And like the character on Reasonable Doubt, he's like a lawyer. He's like a clean cut, like, totally different. He's married. He's going through a divorce, I guess, with a black woman. So, but he's just like this nerdy kind of like lawyer guy. So it's like, why is Tommy Egan on this show? I have to get used to that. It's a good ass show though, but I will talk about that more next week. So that's pretty much it. I've talked enough. I've ranted oh no, I have one more thing to say. Angel Reese and my feel good ish. I forgot to talk about Angel Reese. Looks beautiful at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. She looks really great. She's so cute. She looks like a model. I mean, it's like she's living her dreams, and that's great. I love that for her. Her mom was in the audience. She's like, "That's my baby." So cute. So yeah. And of course, the white people were mad. How are you mad? How are you mad? You know why? Because Caitlyn wasn't asked to do it. Huh? Huh? Could you imagine Caitlyn Clark in a Victoria's Secret? This is her. If she wasn't a basketball player, she would be a model. She does have more of an athletic build. Girl, words. She does have more of an athletic build because she's an athlete, but it's flawless. Come on, niece. So that was cute. That's my feel good ish. The other girl, I forgot her name. The one who was discovered at an HBCU or something. She busted it down too. I forgot her name. She looked amazing. I posted on my story. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to talk about. I am going to edit this and I'm gonna try to post another episode next week. Thank you for listening. Bye, niggas.